speaking of, should we get into our favorite segment?
Yes, we should.
Okay, let's get into unrestricted.
Unrestricted.
All right, for unrestricted today, it looks like we have Melina on the line. Melina, what is going on? You are live with us and Brett. What can we help you with?
Hey, what's up, guys? So I have a question for you guys.
All right, hit us.
Okay, so I was wondering, how can you go about communicating early on in a relationship, like the kind of love you're looking for and like kind of just like what your expectations are without scaring them off or making them think it's like too serious right away?
That's a great question.
Without scaring the hoes.
Yeah. Without
Yeah.
scaring them. I mean, that's something that I feel like I've always even asked myself, like up to this day, of how do you let someone know that you're serious without being like, okay, put a ring on my finger. Did you find that you did that with your boyfriend early on?
Honestly,
No, I feel like
sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
feel like I've like in the past, like I would like brush something off early on in a relationship and then like later it would come back to bite me in the butt kind of thing. Like, oh, I should have been more stern about that. But I was like, I wanted to be the chill girlfriend. It's like, what do you do?
Wait, so Brett, how'd you do it with your boyfriend?
So I feel like this isn't the best answer, but like I think that for us, as it was like progressing, like we both were just like on the same vibes. And I think that you can really tell when a guy is like serious and that he wants to date you, and that like there's always more plans being made, and like he's checking in and like stuff like that. And so it was never really a conversation. It was more just like going with the flow
And like looking at the actions. I think that's a really good point of like looking at the actions of the guy on the first date. Like, is he following through with the plans that he made? I also think the chill girl is, like we were talking about earlier, like the chill girl does not exist. If you want a relationship, you can still be a chill person, but you want what you want. And I think you need to just show up as the type of person you want to be in your relationship from the first date. And if this guy's going to match your energy, then you won't, like you said, need to communicate it. However, if he starts kind of acting like a type of way, you either cut him out, or that's when you communicate and be like, hey, I don't like the fact that you took, 3 days to respond to my text. Like, I'm looking for something more serious. This probably isn't going to work for me. And when you set that boundary, that's when this person has the opportunity to be like, holy shit, I'm so sorry that I didn't do that. Like, I will do better. And then you see if they do better, or they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm not looking for anything serious. Gotta go.
I think something that I've noticed as well, Melina, is nowadays, you included probably, are, and I have friends like this too. Everyone's so scared to like be the one to make like the last move that fucks it up, that like people just don't make a move, and they're scared to just be honest and say, hey, this is what I want, or like maybe not even a big conversation, or just like approach. And everyone's so nonchalant that it actually, like the nonchalantness just pushes people away. I think if it, and like Brett's saying, like I think if it is just the right person, there is no action that's going to be like too much for them if it's the right person. The only thing that can push someone away who is down is inaction, because then they're just going to be reading, oh, this person like doesn't like me. So I think if it is the right person, like you don't have to have like a massive conversation about it, but it's okay to like confirm things.
Right. And set your boundaries.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And if you're feeling bad about something you said in the past, like, don't worry. It wasn't the right guy for you.
I agree.
Just stay true to yourself.
Yeah. You're not going to be scaring the hose, Melina. We believe in you. All right. Let's get more callers on the line. Let's take Lila. Lila, what is going on? What can we help you with? I almost forgot my English. Hi, Lila.
So recently I've been talking to a guy and I can't tell if he's into me as like a relationship or as friends, and I need some advice on that.
Okay. Let's get a little deeper. What type of talking have you been doing? Like texting? Does he call you? Like, what's the vibe?
Like texting. Yeah, mainly just like online, like a little bit of calling, but not as much.
And how do you guys know each other?
We go to school together.
Okay.
And you guys hang out one-on-one?
Not really, more in like a group of friends.
Okay. So that would be my only potential red flag, that he's not trying to hang out with you one-on-one. But I feel like I might be the wrong one to answer this, just because I'm like, guy friends, obsessed with me. I'm like, oh, you talk to me all the time? You're obsessed with me. Like, I used to think that all my guy friends, I mean, I was obsessed with all of them. So it was hard for me to think that they weren't too, when in reality, they weren't. What do you think?
Right. I feel like actions definitely like speak louder than words. So it's like it's really fun to like text and like banter with a guy, but like I think if he's taking that extra step to like take you out or be like, oh, like even if it's like something that you think is casual, like, oh, like do you want to like grab Starbucks before school? I don't know, just like something that you think might be like trivial, like even that is kind of like a step, and like maybe he does. I think
it's hard when you're in a same friend group with a guy friend to know if they like you back. So I feel like it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to make some sort of subtle move potentially. I don't know.
I would say definitely, even if like worst case scenario, even if you guys are, and this is worst case, God forbid, you ready? Even if you just stay friends.
Right.
Oh my God. And you just hang out one-on-one. If you guys just stay friends, you can do one-on-one things with your guy friends.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a much clearer answer. It's impossible to read in a group of people.
Yeah.
Like if I met my girlfriend and I was only hanging out in a group of people, I would be like, this makes no sense. I don't get any of the vibes.
Okay. Yeah. I think you could totally ask him to hang out one-on-one, and don't make it like so intense, and just like Brett said, be like, oh, want to go to Starbucks or something like kind of casual that you can
Run club.
Yeah, go to run club with him. Beat him in a race. Emasculate him. Make him work. No, I think it's fine to like ask him to hang out outside of the friend group and see if the energy changes. And if it does, then let him take the runway and like step up to the plate. He can do it.
I agree.
Okay.
Brett's in the perfect relationship. She's like literally like it's everything's got to be perfect, otherwise I can't help.
No,
That's how I feel now that I'm in that relationship too. I literally just go like, yeah, to be honest, like I used to have all these issues and now I just don't. And I'm like, shit, it's kind of simple. You know?
I think,
and I always feel like the worst, but it's true.
Well, I think it is simple if your partner and you are on the same page, like with communication, with respect, honesty, like all of these things. And I think what a lot of people do, at least from the outside, is they get into relationships that maybe don't have all of those fundamental things from the beginning.
Definitely.
And that's where the issues come up.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I also don't want to give people false hope that like just because you have the perfect boyfriend doesn't mean your relationship will be perfect forever.
Right.
Hey.
You could go through trials and tribulations.
Whoa. Oh my God. No, my relationship will always be perfect, and so will Brett's.
Right.
All right, listen, we're getting more callers. If you want to join the conversation and get some advice, you can. 888-91 on air. That is 888-916-6247. Let's get Zoe on the line. Zoe, we are here with Brett. Brett is here to help you. What can we help you with?
Oh my gosh, hello. Well, firstly, I just want to say, Brett, I am such a huge fan of you. I'm always in your DMs. My name is Zoe. I don't know if you see me, but I'm just love you, and I'm also so proud of you from Sunday. We don't need to talk about it, but
thank you.
I'm just so proud of you.
Thanks,
As
Zoe.
who can literally, oh my gosh, of course, as someone who can run maybe up to 2 minutes, you're impressive to me every single day. So some advice that I wanted to get was, basically, I've been just feeling like I'm in kind of a rut, and I have been for the last few months, and I moved to a new city in this past year, and I'm struggling to find a job and just struggling to just get out of that rut and just get outside and do things and just be myself and, explore the place that I'm in. I'm in New York, so there's so much to do. But, yeah, I feel like it's just kind of difficult. So I just wanted some advice on what you guys do when you're feeling like you're in a rut and you just need to get out of it and get out of that funk.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, I think that, first of all, like, I have been in so many ruts in my life, and like a lot of times for some reason I feel like I get into them like later in the year. So I take the new year as like a new page, but you can really do that whenever. And like something that always helps me is picking up a new like habit or like activity, and it can kind of just like make your like just like a new part of your day. So I randomly really got into like reading more and like saunaing at the gym, which sounds so random, but it just like it adds different activities to your day. And I think that especially in New York, like just like what you said, there's so much to do and there's so many opportunities to meet people. So like it can be hard to take that first step, but then once you do and you start shifting your days and like your like daily routines, you kind of just like fall into it and like you'll genuinely start feeling better. And like I still feel that way. Like when I find myself doom scrolling, I'm like, I need to put my phone down and like read a book. And like even that just like makes me feel like so much better. So I think just like changing like a few things of your daily routine can really just be a step in the right direction toward like getting yourself kind of out of the rut.
I think that's great advice. I feel what you're saying about the book. Like for me, I was not really a reader, and so I bought a Kindle on Amazon, and I was like, this will help me read. And even that, like putting your phone away, and I get it because I lived in New York for a year, and when you move there, there's so many options, but that can also be so overwhelming that it becomes debilitating that you're like, I can do 100 things today, so I'm actually going to do 0. So it's kind of like what Brett said of maybe like making a list, like even in your phone or like on a notebook of all the things that you enjoy doing. So like, do you like going to workout classes? Do you like going for walks along the water? Do you like trying new matcha places? Do you like coffee? Like, what is it that are little things that you like, and make a goal that twice a week you're going to do 2 of these things, like on a Tuesday and a Thursday, so that it creates a new habit. You don't need to like wake up tomorrow and then the next 7 days you're like, your life's changed and you've like now have a routine from 9 to 5 and you know exactly like start small. And I think like the more and more you build these healthy habits, like Brett said, it's just going to start to naturally evolve, that these won't become like tasks anymore. They'll just become part of your like natural habitat routine, and you'll meet people.
Yeah.
And they'll invite you to new things that you've never even experienced, and like it will just grow from there.
I would say I agree almost wholeheartedly with both of what you said.
Almost up.
Just because in New York, you got to be careful with who you meet sometimes. Like sometimes people are inviting you to one thing, and then they're like, hey, you wear a certain color, this is a sex party. And you're like, how the fuck did I get here? So I just say be a little careful in terms of that. But yes, definitely saying more to things. And also, like, we talk about dating on the show all the time, but one thing I feel like that's underrated, and this is exactly kind of what Brett was touching on, is you're kind of, you have to date yourself a little bit. Like, and when we date ourselves sometimes, we kind of date ourselves like shit. We're we're like the boring partner who just stays in every night and eats like shit and watches movies. And it's like, you have to take yourself out and like do nicer things for yourself. Like whether it's just like in an uncomfortable environment or like learning something, or like, I don't know, for me, I think right now, the one thing I'm trying to do for no reason at all, I'm just trying to like change my diet just enough to find out what I'm allergic to. That's this month. All right. I'm just trying to find that out without going to an ENT. So I'm trying to like whittle down all the ingredients I eat every day and seeing how I feel. And it's very small things, and you do it for yourself. It's keep your mind on it. You add something, you get good at something. All these things help in the interim, and New York is honestly the best place to grow.
And it's also natural to go through a rut, especially when you move to a new city. Everyone thinks like, I'm moving to a new city, my life's going to change. The first few months of moving to a new place is fucking brutal. Like, you don't have a routine. You don't know where your spots are. You don't know where your favorite coffee is. You don't know who your best friends are. Like, things take time. So give yourself a little bit of grace. Like, if you've just gone through a big change, like transition is never easy.
Yeah. The first like 6 to 8 months post grad for me was like, just like, whoa, like, what am I doing? And I was even like still in LA and still with my college friends. But even though, like, even with that, I still was like really struggling. And I think that everyone goes through it. And it's kind of just about like knowing that this is temporary, and like knowing that you will get yourself out of it, and like things will like continue to look up. But yeah, definitely hang in there.
I know, like, knowing you'll get out of it, and then you're like, but I'm not doing anything. You still have to like put in the work. Even like what we said is like small little things during the day. Like, you're never going to get out of a rut if you're just like, oh, I hope this rut will end, you know? And I've been guilty of that. And then you have to really take control of your own life and be like, even if it means writing in a journal every day and that's your small change, like you have to do things to put yourself in a better position, so that 6 months of all these small things will equal like a huge change.
I like all the ruts, to be honest. The rut is underrated.
Disagree.
Call it crazy, but like when I look back, all the times where I was like in the rut and lost are all the times where I made like the biggest steps in my life. Like all the times where I was like super depressed, like super, I'm like, damn.
That's valid.
Yeah,
because it forces you to really like work on yourself.
Totally.
So
I like the rut when I'm out of the rut and I look back and I'm like, holy shit, this time last year I was depressed.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
A little less depressed.
Right. Yesterday I went to go pick up my dry cleaning, and the woman said, you look so happy.
Wow.
I was like,
love that.
Thank you so much. I'm just like picking up my dry cleaning looking happy. I was like, stay happy, you guys.
I've had 2 people tell me that in the past week. They were like, a bar that I always go to in New York. Like, I went back when I was just there for work and stuff, and I walked in, they were like, you just like look so much happier. And I was like, that is amazing.